In that final, she defeated a certain Alana Maldonado. And here she is going for gold once again, this time around against Ina KALDANI of Georgia. There is the Georgian, the number 7 seed, 24 years old, at her first Paralympic Games. Defeated Rubalcaba in the quarters. Incredibly impressive performances in the quarters and the semis. Alana Maldonado, she defeated Matilde Lauria in a matter of seconds in the quarterfinal. She has been all business as well. The 26-year-old number 1 seed going up against the 24-year-old number 7 seed. This is very much the future of para-judo at this weight category.
Referee for the bout from the USA is Gregory Moore. Takes the bow, a formality of the martial arts. And it's the bow toward Jiseki, which is the honourable area, the place of combat that these two athletes will be making their way to. Maldonado wearing the white suit, Shiro, and in blue for Georgia, Ina KALDANI.
Neither of them hanging around in the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. They won them inside the distance with Ippon. Two very flamboyant judokas. Let's see what they've got to offer when there's a gold medal up for grabs. Both looking very calm.
The referee just trying to make sure that the kumikata is correct. The grip has to be above the elbow, below the shoulder. Once they get into the bout, they can change their grip to suit themselves. Both the athletes are B2 class of visually impairment.
A lot of movement, not a lot of attacking yet. Mate hasn't been called. Gregory Moore, the referee, letting them get on with it.
His patience may run out shortly, though.
You'd have thought so, wouldn't you? Yes, he's let a minute of it go. No Shido has been given out. He's intoning Jogai, almost like a Buddhist chant.
Towards Mate now. Could well be a Shido for non-combativity. Indeed it is for both of them.
Well, they've basically just made it into a 2-minute 50-second bout, haven't they? They really were. It was like boxers in the opening round. That was an observation round. Here we go now.
And we can see, having now received a Shido each, they are starting to open up a little bit. We've got an attack attempt here for Uchimata from Maldonado. Maldonado just trying to get a leg between there and hook it round.
KALDANI tries the same.
KALDANI drops back.
Waza-Ari for Maldonado.
Patience has paid off, and she's trying to develop that further with another Waza-Ari if she can. She's getting hold of that arm. She can get that free. She can put a lock on to the arm bar with a Kensutsu Waza. That's what she's trying to go for. She's also got the leg across the throat of KALDANI. Referee says, no, you're not going to be able to develop that further. Calls Mate, and they'll come back to the centre. But it's taken a lot of energy out of KALDANI, that's for sure.
Maldonado opens the scoring with a Waza-Ari, and then tries to follow it up with a subsequent one, didn't manage it, but she's eaten that. Once you're in the lead, then you're also trying to eat up seconds on the clock, and she's certainly done that. We're into the second half of the bout, 1 minute 45 to go, and Maldonado is in the lead.
And when they have kumikata, it has to be one side, then the other. You see the arm just on the elbow from Maldonado. She's taking her opponent here, Kaldani, again towards that area in the corner of the tatami. 1 minute 28 seconds still to go. Kaldani trails by the Waza-Ari from the Sumiotoshi of Maldonado. Goes for a Uchimata attack, as does Kaldani.
Maldonado's managing this very well. The seconds are ticking down. We now barely have a minute to go. Maldonado, the #1 seed, silver medalist 5 years ago. First ever female Brazilian world champion 3 years ago in Portugal. And now she is less than a minute away from gold at Tokyo 2020.
And now, can Kaldani turn her over? But no, Maldonado just clamps in, pulls her arms in tight so she's protected against the attack from Kaldani. 50 seconds still on the clock. Plenty of time for Kaldani to level the score or indeed to go for a nippon.
Up until now, though, she hasn't looked like troubling Maldonado too much. Maldonado, the taller of the two, incredible balance and incredible fight management. The time ticks down again. Barely half a minute left.
Maldonado's strength and that additional height that she has seems to be taking its toll on Kaldani.
Furious instructions being barked out by the coaches. We're down to 15 seconds. Kaldani needs to do something.
She's being kept at bay by Maldonado, who's got those arms locked out straight.
The gong is going to sound in a few seconds' time, and it is going to herald a gold medal for Alana Maldonado. And if you didn't hear the gong, you will hear the roar from the 26-year-old #1 seed, silver 5 years ago, gold this time around.
Kaldani didn't really have an answer to the pressure of Maldonado throughout that bout. But it's a silver medal for Ina Kaldani, gold for Alana Maldonado.
26-year-old gold medalist, 24-year-old silver medalist. We will see plenty of them in the years to come. A reminder that Paris is a mere 3 years away. And who's to say we won't see these two in the women's under 70 kilo category once again in 3 years' time up in Paris. But at the moment, it's not about Paris, it's about Brazil. Alana Maldonado of Sao Paulo taking the contest by Waza-Ari. Didn't manage a nippon, but she managed to get the Waza-Ari after 1 minute and 45 seconds and then managed the rest of the bout. The remaining 2 minutes and 15 seconds, managed it absolutely splendidly. Waited for the gong and now calls for the flag. Ordem e progresso, order and progress. And she certainly progressed from silver 5 years ago to gold this time around.
Commanding performance throughout that bout and a well-earned Paralympic title.
Let's see how she won that gold medal. with the Waza-Ari that she managed midway through the bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the highlights of this final on the screen.
There it is, the Sumi Otoshi.
Number one is what she is. She was number 2 5 years ago. She's number 1 now.